I'm just finishing up editing the video I talked about the other day when I did the drill press table video. This is my top projects video, and I showed editing a video before, and that was a simpler one. And this is not a simple one. I started editing this morning at around 7:30, and right now it's 9:14, and I pretty much just finished before I set up the camera here. So in between, that wasn't all editing. I had to go out and I had to reshoot one scene, basically just for the audio, and I had to take a few more pictures too. So I made several trips out to the shop to get that done. And so the video itself is 12 minutes and 17 seconds. Actually, it's 12 minutes even, really, you could say. So I'm at about an hour per minute of editing time, which is not bad. That's a lot faster than I used to be, I can tell you that much. Back when I did my knife video, the knife I was twirling last time I had that video took me 40 hours to edit. I had the footage, and I had several problems with that, and the program I was using at the time kept crashing. So I'd get so far, and then the damn thing would crash and leave me swearing my head off. What I'm doing right now is I'm counting up how many projects I've actually got in here, because I didn't know I need to have a number. Actually, I didn't put number 1 or number 2 like you would do, but it's nice to know how many there are actually. And I need to list them off because I can't remember. I won't, because I need to make links for all this stuff. Anyway, I said the other day that I don't make anything good anymore, and that's not exactly true. I was talking specifically about woodworking in that I wouldn't be able to justify the time to build a really high-end piece of hardwood furniture, like something like Matt Cremona makes. I wouldn't be able to justify the time for that, simply because there's no money in it for me. There's no audience. My audience is not looking for that kind of project from me. They're not looking for that. They're looking for the shop project stuff. I started to build a table, and I made 3 videos of it, and I posted on Patreon, and the project's going well. I didn't finish it yet, though, because I'm still trying to find the time to do that. I got the drawers left to do. But I can tell that once I do finish it and I do put, re-edit those videos to put on my Red channel, they're not going to get as much attention as, for instance, I'm going to be building my new router lift. It's not really new. It's, an update of the plan. And I never did make a build video for that particular project, so I figured I'd do that now. I think that that's going to do really well, but a table project is not going to do well for me. It might do well for someone else who does that kind of stuff, who has built up that kind of audience. The audience is expecting that kind of project from him, but they're not expecting that kind of thing from me. So that's what I meant by, not building anything good anymore. I used to build really nice stuff back in the day, or at least it was good for what I could do at the time. If anything, today I have more ability than I did back then. What I have now is patience. I have more skill. I have more control. I also have more knowledge. I have all those things now. The critical thing I don't have is the enthusiasm that I had back then. The enthusiasm is what will drive you to start that project, and it will push you to complete it. And it's not that I don't have enthusiasm, it's just I have way more other things to do. Like I say, I've spent 12 hours editing this video. So that doesn't leave a lot of time for other things. So that's the pit I've dug for myself, I guess you could say, by doing this. I enjoy it though. I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy making the shop projects more than I would, like there's a different level of satisfaction from a furniture project, but the shop projects, okay, if you build a table, you get to use the table obviously, but you don't really interact with the table on a daily basis. Whereas if you make a shop project, you can go out and you're working at that shop projects. Like some of the ones that I listed in here are going to surprise people. And some of the ones I left out are going to surprise people as well. But what I wanted this video to be are the projects that are most vital in my shops. They're the ones that I use the most. They're the ones that contribute the most to, an overall pleasant experience in the shop, you could say. So that was the purpose of this video, not to show off all the neat things that I made, but to point out the things that other people might be interested in making to get a better, overall experience in the shop. Quite a few people have asked me to do a shop tour video now that my shop is relatively clean. I don't like doing those kinds of videos, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through what I consider to be my top projects that I've built over the years. These are the projects that I get the most use out of, and these are the projects that are actually still with me because, as you know, if you've been following along, I get rid of things that don't work for me. This list is going to kind of go